There are certain places on Earth where the veil between the living and the dead is paper thin. Strange things happen. The laws of nature are broken, and sometimes ghosts can be seen. High up in the misty hills of Kurseong, a town in the Indian state of West Bengal, lies Tao Hill, a beautiful yet terrifying patch of land that has frightened locals and visitors for generations. The name itself means the Hill of Fear. At the heart of Tao Hill stands the Victoria Boys High School, a majestic red sandstone building more than 100 years old. During term time, it's home to hundreds of students, but come holiday season, it's completely deserted. That is, except for one caretaker. But even he spends most of his time in the main building, leaving the sprawling grounds and forest trails to the ghosts. See, the students and staff have long reported strange activity on the school property. Most of it centers around the forest path behind the hill, an ominous trail of gnarled trees and thick undergrowth that locals call the Death Road. On a foggy evening in 2017, 17-year-old Annie decided to check it out. Annie was a travel vlogger from nearby Siliguri. He'd heard the legends of Tao Hill and decided to visit, though he claimed it was all superstitious nonsense. Accompanied by his camera crew, he walked the length of the forest alone, recording the whole thing. He told viewers to tune in because he'd found a haunted place, and halfway down the trail, he stopped suddenly. Something had caught his eye. Ahead on the path stood a boy, maybe 10 years old, dressed in a faded Victoria Boys High School uniform, the same one the caretaker wore, but something was horribly wrong. He had no head. Still, the boy stood perfectly still for a full minute, as if waiting for something. Then he turned around slowly, as if sensing Annie's presence, and walked calmly into the trees and vanished into the mist. Shaken but not deterred, Annie tried to continue, but the forest seemed to be closing in on him. Soon he was back at the same spot. Then the whispers began, seemingly coming from all around him. "Go back," they hissed. "It's not your time. He watches you now." Leaves rustled without wind. Dark shapes moved between the trees. Panicked Annie ran, but tripped and fell near a moss-covered stone monolith, an old and forgotten grave. Then his footage cuts to black. 2 days later, Annie was found near the forest's edge, dazed and confused, eyes wide open, unable to speak. When emergency services arrived, they found the camera lying beside him with one final image on the screen. Someone later enhanced the picture and saw a dark figure standing in the background, the headless boy, now much closer. He wasn't alone. Behind him, another ghostly figure seemed to emerge from the mist, both of them beckoning with finger. Over the years, many have walked the forest trail at Tao Hill, including woodcutters, monks and curious tourists, all seeking to experience the supernatural for themselves. Some say they feel a sudden drop in temperature or hear disembodied whispers. Others report seeing the ghost of the headless boy, wandering near the school or even inside the classrooms. It seems almost every week there's a new sighting. No one knows how long the spirits will keep haunting the hill. But if you ever see a boy without a head, don't follow him whatever you do, or you might end up like Annie forever, trapped in the mist of Tao Hill. Now you know some truly scary ghost stories. Stay tuned for more tales of the paranormal.